There was one particular line which I thought I need to go more in depth. I need to share this with everyone else. This is a huge component that I feel many people are missing out or overlook when it comes to being disciplined. So pay attention because I'm only going to say this once. The good to great companies did not focus principally on what to do to become great. They focus equally on what not to do and what to stop doing. What's up everyone, David here, got a new video for y'all today, but before we get into it, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any new videos. Remember, new videos every week. So for today's topic, we're going to be going over discipline, specifically how does one become more disciplined. For those who don't know, discipline means doing the things you know you should be doing even though you don't feel like doing it. But before we get into it, I got a little quote that I want to read y'all. For those who don't know, I read a lot. I'm a heavy reader, big on the books. My girlfriend refers to me as a studious as fool. Don't know if that's accurate or not. Don't know if I should be taken as a compliment, but here's what we got. Jim Collins, Good to Great. And as I was reading it yesterday, there was one particular line which I thought I need to go more in depth. I need to share this with everyone else. This is a huge component that I feel many people are missing out or overlook when it comes to being disciplined. So pay attention because I'm only going to say this once. The good to great companies did not focus principally on what to do to become great. They focus equally on what not to do and what to stop doing. Think about that for a quick sec. While you're thinking about that, I want to be telling a story. So a while back, I had a client. She was a little bit on the heavier end. Her goal was to lose weight, specifically lose body fat. Now, we went over what the fitness regimen was going to be, how many days you're going to be working out, how often each session is going to be, what your rest should be like. But where the biggest difference had to be made was when it came to the diet. Ultimately, what it came down to was her and her boyfriend were going out to eat fast food at least 5 days out of the week. So we talked about how you need to start eating healthier. You need to start eating good amount of protein. You need to start eating your fruits and vegetables. You need to start drinking more water. It's a lot of start. And eventually it was just getting a little bit too overwhelming for her because she's just so used to eating out and dealing with these other habits. Starting this, starting that, starting this is just too much on her plate at one point. So what do? We work backwards. Unknowingly, before you were reading this book, I applied that one line to what she did. Remember, it's not always about what you need to start doing. You need to equally focus on what you need to stop doing. So here's what we did. For the first couple of weeks, I didn't change anything about her diet. She didn't change anything about her diet. All she did was start reducing the bad things. So if she went from 5 days out of the week of eating out fast food, and everyone that says, oh no, but there's healthy fast food restaurants, I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. If it comes in a wrapper, has a restaurant, or has a commercial, it's most likely unhealthy. Again, let me say that again. If it comes in a wrapper, has a restaurant, particularly fast food, I mean, let's be honest, or has a commercial, it's not healthy. I don't want to hear it. 5 days out of the week, I told her, I'm like, all right, starting this week, let's go down to 4 days. Okay? Next week, let's go down to only 3 days out that you're going out to get fast food. The following week, okay, maybe it was a little too hard to get to 3 days. Okay, let's keep it at 3 days. We don't have to change anything this week. Next week, 2 days. And then finally, by the time we were done, a month and a half in, she was only going out to eat 1 day per week. And as we were lowering and getting rid of those bad habits, then and only then was it when we started implementing the good habits. Okay, now that meal that you would have otherwise ate out, now start maybe cooking something healthier at home. You could try to replicate the same meal at home, but obviously since you're making, you can control how much of the bad stuff you're putting in there. Okay, so what would have normally been going out to eat fast food 5 days per week ultimately ended up to 1. You think results weren't being made? You think weight wasn't being lost? You think overall health wasn't being improved? Granted, obviously it was, but we did it differently from how most people would have done it. Instead of implementing so many new habits, no, we just started getting rid of the bad ones. And then as we were getting rid of the bad ones, then we started implementing the good habits. In this case, the good habit of eating healthier. And this just goes for everything. Many people think that they have to start all these new things. I need to start working out. I need to start waking up early. I need to start eating healthier. It's not always about start. You got to look at what's the reason why you're not doing these things in the first place, most likely for a bad reason, and start getting rid of those bad things. Let me put it to you this way. You have a certain goal that you're trying to reach, but you got too much baggage holding you back. How do you expect to reach that goal if you have all this shit weighing you down? Get rid of the baggage first, and it will make it so much easier to pursue whatever goal this is. Another example, you take a person who goes to sleep late, and they say, you know what, from now on, I'm gonna start waking up early to go work out. Because it's the only time throughout the day where I have time to work out. I'm gonna get my workout in, hit the gym before I go to work. Okay, first off, you're already going to sleep late. You're losing sleep there. Now, with the little sleep you are getting, you're gonna cut it even shorter because now you're waking up early to go to the gym. Granted, it's good. I applaud you for going to the gym in the first place, but the fact that now you're reducing more of your sleep, how about instead we stop focusing on starting to work out and instead start focusing on stop going to sleep so late? Because now you're only reducing your sleep more and more, where instead you could just be getting more sleep the night before. But again, stop going to sleep so late. Again, this is the mentality that I want y'all to get into. When it comes to being disciplined, it's not always about what you need to start doing. You got to stop doing these things because these bad habits are what are holding you from being the undisciplined person that you are. Start getting rid of them little by little before you start doing all these new things. Instead of thinking, I need to start finding the time to working out. Well, how about instead we think about, I need to stop spending so much time at night scrolling. Okay, that could have been your time. Instead of thinking, I need to start getting 8 hours of sleep. Okay, how about instead you start thinking, I need to stop watching Netflix at night. You're making up those hours there. How about instead of thinking, I need to start eating a more balanced diet? How about instead you start thinking, I need to stop eating this junk food every night and snacking all the time? All those calories add up. So you see, there's so many things that you want to start doing, but when it comes to being disciplined, you got to start realizing and pinpointing what are the things that are holding you back from being this person or pursuing these habits or reaching these goals that you want to do in the first place. Most likely, those habits, those things are what are making you undisciplined in the first place. Get rid of those first as best as you can. Work at it little by little. Once you get rid of them, then it will be a lot easier and less overwhelming to start implementing these new habits, these new things that for sure will help you reach your goals. Again, this is just a quick little rant about discipline and how to be more disciplined. Again, I cannot emphasize enough just how much I feel people overlook. I know I said I was going to say it once, but fuck it. The good to great companies did not focus principally on what to do to become great. They focus equally on what not to do and what to stop doing. I just cannot emphasize enough. It's not always about start. You just need to stop doing the old shit. That's what's holding you back. It's simple as that. Comment down below, what are some things that have helped you become more disciplined? For everyone else, read all those things in the comments, see what can work for you, try it out, let's try to help each other out. Make sure you subscribe to not just this channel, but my girlfriend's channels, couples channels, so you don't miss out on any new videos. Remember, we got new videos every week across the board for all 3 channels. And since we're on the topic of videos, also comment down below any other video suggestions you'd like to see me do, whether it be about mindset, motivation, fitness, nutrition, whatever it is, be more than happy to do so. And then for Instagram and TikTok, same thing. Make sure you follow me, couples, girlfriends, accounts. I put all the links down in the description below. With that being said, I'll catch y'all next time.